Hey, what's going on YouTube? Thanks for tuning back in to Smoky Mountain RC. Guys, I apologize for the mess. As you can see, I have stuff everywhere. I've been working on planes left and right. But anyway, this video's, I've had a bunch of people asking how do I use safe, flaps, and landing gear all on a 6-channel receiver and transmitter. They asked could I explain it or make a video, so guys, we're going to try to make a video on it. And then got the radio powered up. I done reset the gyro, so the gyro is just a dead gyro as of right now, and there's nothing active. And I've got the flap set back to 0 on everything. So get this thing plugged in, and we'll get to it. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Throttle cut on and tested. As y'all can see, my flap automatically went down. But see, y'all, when you first set this up, guys, just like any other setup, you want to go ahead and get your control surfaces going right. If they need reverse, go ahead and reverse them, do all that. And, go ahead and set it up, 1 aileron, 1 flap, or 2 aileron, 2 flaps, whatever your setup is. It's the same setup for all, so I hope we can see that. If I have to, I'll turn the light off. Yeah, I should be able to see it good. Oh yeah, that ain't bad. But as you can see, my flaps was all the way down, so I'm gonna go ahead. My flap is set. I put my flap on this switch above the gear. That's usually where I put my safe at when I got safe. So if I'm running safe and flaps, I put it there anyway. So 3-position switch. Position 1, see it's at 0 and they're down, so I'm going to have to go all the way to 100. And guys, I'm going to have to do some sub trimming because look, whatever you got to do to get your flaps set where you want them, that's what you got to do. So now I've got to go into a sub trim. And I'm going to add that till my flaps level out up here, guys. I know it's dark, but I'm just centering the flaps. I had to add a little bit of up, more sub trim to bring them up, See, there's landing flaps already down, so. Alright, now we got the flaps adjusted right. Let's see here, the other side. Yep, it's good. Alright, so now we got our flaps centered up. Let's go back into the flap settings. Okay, I'm at negative 100% for my flaps up. This and I want to be, and guys, these has got to be certain at a certain level. If you can't just go in and put 50% flaps or 60% flaps if you want safe to work, it has to be, if you're in the negative, it has to be a negative 11% or less. And on the positive side, you got to be at 81% or higher, or the safe will not kick in. So now, and when I'm in takeoff flaps, I don't care if I got anything. I usually turn AS3X and everything off when I do that. So my takeoff flaps, I'm setting at 70. And guys, this has got to have actually up elevator because it drops. So I'll have to reset that when I go out and do the flights, because I readjust everything. I'm gonna have to trim everything again. So alright, now let's adjust this flaps. We'll just go ahead and leave them at 0 because if you see they're down pretty good, if you can see. Let's take off flap, there's nothing, take off flap, landing flap. So we'll just leave it there for now. and it's on switch B. Alright guys, this is the way you hook your receiver up. I'm running the AR630 in this. So, of course I got channel 5 as gear and channel 6 is my flaps. So now you go in forward programming. I know it's hard to see, guys. I'm first time setup, of course. You know how you do the first time setup. And then, guys, this is a plug and play version. This is you putting the Spectrum receiver in it, doing this way. So, it's set model. Continue. Now you put it on its nose. It's just getting the orientation of the receiver is all it's doing, guys. And you just go down there and hit continue. In order station 2, yes, and that's right, because I have mine on the side. And guys, I say, I really don't have to go through this because you're already doing this anyway, so if you're setting one up. But there's my one dance. Alright guys, here goes the safe part set up to where you put it on your flaps. Okay, you want to go to flight mode setup, flight mode channel. Scroll down to inhibit. No, not that one. Yeah. You want the auxiliary channel, the flap channel, so that's on B. And you see that's on B. That automatically puts it on B. See there? Then you go over to next. And there you go. You got 2 flight modes as of now. So now go back. First time set up, do your normal stuff. Now on your position, select the desired flight mode switch position to adjust settings for each flight mode. When you do this, guys, make sure that wherever your flaps is up, or wherever your flaps is in landing flaps, that's where you want to set this right now, because that sets your home for your flight mode. So see, if I set it there, that's flaps up. So now when I go to activate safe won't kick on until the flaps are up. So you got to go in that. Let me go back and show y'all again. First time setup. Yeah, okay, we already done the flight mode channel. We put it on channel B with the flaps. So you hit continue. Now on this next one, I want mine when the flaps are down. So flip the switch to where your flaps are down. That's why when it's up, you're just in AS3X mode. Yes, we know that. Level, model, capture, attitude. I know it's hard to see, guys, but see there, it's just getting the pitch and row. Next. Now right here, when the flaps are up, safe, I don't want on. Mid landing takeoff flaps, I don't want flaps on. Flip the switch right there. That's flaps down, landing flaps. So on this one, safe mode, kick it over to self-leveling. And there's your bank limits, but you don't have to do none of that. See there, guys, look, there's flaps down, see, self-leveling, takeoff flaps, nothing, flaps up, nothing. Apply. You hit apply. 2 dances. Guys, there it is. It was simple as that. And guys, if this confuses you, I know I can't hardly explain things too good, but if you need more help, I'll make another video. I'll have Miss Kay, my fiance, come in here and video, which way it'll be a little bit easier. But alright guys, now watch. Look. Now you got to throttle. You got to go past 30% to have throttle. So, or for the AS3X to be active. So I just bumped it up. Now throttle cuts back on. Okay, so now listen, guys. It didn't do it. So now we got to go back in. Go back into forward programming. If you do that and you don't have anything, go to AS3X. You got to go down to fixed adjustable. You got to put these down to fixed. because I don't. If you have a gain to set, you can do that. You can set it on your roll knob, but I don't have a roll knob, so I'm just doing fixed. Let me see. You gotta do almost like that. Flip it up into your mid flaps. It's fixed. See, there's the landing flap. See, it says adjustable. So draw that fixed. You want them all to stay fixed, unless you got a roll knob to. So there's the gains. Now on this one, this is your, I don't necessarily have to tell you guys what, this is your preference, whatever you want your gains at. I know this plane, so this one don't take a whole lot. So I'm doing 25, 35, and 45. In all flight modes. Which I don't necessarily have to show you guys this. I'm sure you guys already know this. This is just normal setup when you ever have you like your gains. And there's that. Alright guys, let's try this again. Go back out of it, make sure everything's working. Draw it past 30%, throttle cut is on. And guys, you always want to check it, make sure everything's going. I don't know if you guys can see the rudder, but the rudder, you know, it's going away from me, toward me. Right aileron going up. You want to check all your control surfaces. Now see, you still got it. Now watch this, guys. Boom, it's working. See there? I always set mine up. When I do this, I set up when I go in to my takeoff flaps, which is that. Usually, I take the gyro completely off. Because I like to have an out. Because you never know when the gyro is going to go bad or something happens to it. So actually, I'm going to go in there and just show you guys what I do right here. I know it's hard to see, guys. I'm sorry. Now you go into flight mode setup, and then right here, see there's flaps down. And you go into flight mode setup, see how it says self-leveling? Okay, see there's takeoff flaps. Okay, you see the safe mode went, but the AS3X mode is still active. So go down and activate it. So now when you're in takeoff flaps, the gyro's not active at all. That's just my personal preference. That's just the way out in case the gyro shorts out or something. At least I can keep my flaps off and the gyro, it turns everything off that way. Now watch when I go into no flaps. It's active. Yeah guys, for some reason it ain't gonna let me, so I can't do that out. So X day on that. I don't know what the purpose is that, but yeah. But anyway, there's no flaps. AS3X is active. Takeoff flaps, AS3X is active only. Landing flaps, you can see it right here. Landing flaps, when I go down landing flaps, self-leveling kicks on. So we'll do the ultimate test like this, guys. Watch this. See here, AS3X, see no flaps. Takeoff flaps, AS3X is still active, no safe. Now watch the control surfaces when the flaps go down. Boom. See there? You're in safe mode, guys. I mean, it's pretty simple. I know I probably made it hard to understand the way I explained it. I'm sorry, but I'm still trying to learn all this, trying to, you know, explain stuff and do stuff, because I'm still learning myself, so. But I hope that helps you out. I mean, I hope that helps you out. You know, it's that's the way I do it. If you got 7 channels, or I tried this on this, guys. This come with the reflex, but the way I do that, only thing you do is you run a wire harness on your flaps. You just add you another line into it on your flaps. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. On this plane, it didn't work. It only worked when I take the flaps up. When there wasn't no flaps, that's when the self-leveling kicked on, when the reflex. And when I put the flaps on landing flaps, he kicked everything off like it was an AS3X mode, you know. So it was backwards, and I could never get that to straighten out. So that's why I took it out and I just put an AR630 in it, you know, because I knew it would work like that. And guys, I mean, you've seen it. I mean, you can watch the control surfaces. Okay, see there's nothing, takeoff flaps nothing. Now you can see the control surfaces go down, because when you're in safe it limits it, so watch them. See? Landing flaps, it kicks them on. There you have it, guys. That's all there is to it. I hope that helps y'all out. So like I say, if it didn't, if it confused you, send me a message, let me know, or do whatever, and I will have her come in here. It'll be a little bit easier. She can film me. Might be able to see the camera, see the remote just a little bit better from doing it from her camera. So, but anyways, hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope it helped you out, guys. Till we do it again, take flying. God bless. Bye bye.